Urban Grind TV. 20 seasons, 10 years. Yep.
On Urban Grind Radio.
We are back, Urban Grind Radio, and you know what? I totally forgot. We got a West Sider with us right now in our presence. So,
I'm not
I
taking
don't
back
take back.
anything I said.
I was gonna say.
However,
I don't apologize for nothing.
I will show
stand
my
on
upright
that.
regard. You
Yes.
know what I mean? Because you are West Side, you are 290. I have to respect that. So.
Yes. So, West Side, please introduce yourself.
What's up? This is Tandaleria.
What's up, Tandaleria? What you got going on? What brings you here today? I know you got something important happening tomorrow.
Yeah, we got like our first show of the year. So Sessions with Tandaleria presents Taylor Iman's Motion Picture Live. Yeah.
Taylor, I've seen her perform. She got down on the gig at the basement one time. It was.
She's
turned it up.
amazing. She's amazing.
Is this the first session with Tandaleria show this year?
Yep.
Okay.
Of 2020, player.
All right, so we are excited. What can folks expect to see? So you've been throwing shows for a while.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
So what can folks expect to see at your show? What can they expect? Like if they've never been.
It's always a good time. You're definitely always going to get amazing performances because I'm really particular about people I put on the stage, and that's one of my number one things. Like I was telling, I actually go out and scout the artists before I even book them. They have to be really great because it's a big thing because people don't come out and see independent artists they should. So if you're gonna come out, I want to make sure that you get some of the best. So you got Taylor Iman is Earth St. James, who's another beast.
Earth St. James.
You done said Earth St.
That man
My
got a
man's
theme
got
song.
a 70s laid back style theme song
Man.
for
That's
every
crazy.
time he comes on stage.
I was saying the first time I saw Earth perform was at Emporium on the Night With shows with Neek, and he got up there, and at first it was the theme song, and I'm like, he better be good. He got this theme song, and then after he performed, I was like, they need to get this man an outro too. It was amazing.
Oh yeah,
he's amazing.
Mr. Under My Bridge. Shout out to
Right,
the bro.
yeah,
Right. That
Right.
song been rocking
Earth is-
since.
Yeah.
So just to elaborate on that, what was it about? Because you already went into it. What was it about Taylor Iman specifically? Like, what struck you out to seek her to have in your sessions for putting the show together? Like, what stood out in your mind when it came to Taylor?
More so, she just put out a project. I'm starting a new series where I'm trying to give back more so to the artists who've been a part of the sessions and doing like spotlight concerts for them. So she's one of the first ones, and she just put out this EP. And Motion Picture was a really dope EP that she put out. I don't know if you guys got a chance to check it out, but it was she did a really awesome job with it. So I was like, I want to start this off with Taylor because she just put out a project, and it's a dope project, and people deserve to hear and see her.
Okay. So speaking of that, like, what got you into, like, from being a songwriter to being a concert producer / promoter? Like, how do you make that jump?
Because that's a jump.
Yeah, I kind of started off doing both anyway, because I had a hard time at one point I was a performer, and you always have a hard time getting booked. So I was like, I'm just gonna book myself. So I put my own shows together. I booked my own venue. I set everything up, get my band together, put the band together, practiced, did all this other stuff, booked other artists to perform with me, and just did it myself. And I actually enjoy doing it.
Okay.
So doing it for other artists who don't necessarily understand what it goes into putting together a show is more so why I'm doing things like this, because it's hard. It's not easy. There's a lot of people out there that want to scam you we've all heard the
you
stories
scammers out here.
of the scary promoters. And I'm not like that. And it's more so a way to show them what goes into putting together a show, because I know there's a disconnect between the artist, the curator, and the promoter, where everyone has this huge disconnect about what goes on, and everyone's always yelling and arguing with each other.
Yeah.
And because I've been all three, I understand where that problem is. So, yeah, that's mostly it.
Okay. All right. So
That spoke volumes for me. In your line of putting these shows together with booking other artists and booking from different venues, you've had a wave of successes. I've been following the sessions for quite a bit now. Not wondering to peek out for myself, but we'll talk about that later. But in regards to the sessions, as you throw many, that we ain't stop that. We ain't gonna talk about that. I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is, what were some of your most memorable events that you put together? A specific concert that you put together with an artist or yourself rather that you've seen it grow to where you're like, yeah, I'm doing this for a reason.
Yeah, it would be the sessions live events that we do once a year. And it's crazy because I was talking when I first was going to do the sessions live. When I first was going to do the sessions live events, I was talking to P1 about it, and I was talking to you and Bryce, who's one of the photographers for the series, and I was telling him about it. I was like, I want to do a live concert, we invite all the artists back. And then they were like, you think you can bring people out? I said, yeah. I'm believing myself. I ain't never did it before to this magnitude of what I was trying to do, but I'm like, I can do it. And it was like, okay. They was like, how many? I was like, we're going to say about 100. And then we got there, and it was at Wire, and there was like 250 people there. And then the following year, it was like 300-something people there. And then every year it keeps growing. So I'm like, okay, we actually, even though I get nervous, because I'm always nervous before anything that I do, but the fact that it's growing and it's getting more and more respect, and the artists are getting more respect and getting more opportunities from it, lets me know, okay, I'm doing the right thing.
So let's dig into something. Cause disclaimer, like I put out before, I had to put out the disclaimer on TV that we're friends. Like I talk to Tan. We don't talk as much as we used to, but we talk, fairly regularly. Yeah. And so I understand. I've been there for. Yeah, pretty much all, a lot of the journey.
Yeah.
So, I know your mission. What do you think about the state of shows and venues in Chicago now? Like, even since you started, it has changed.
Yeah, definitely.
So, what are some of the things you see that's going right, and maybe some of the things that Chicago could do? Yeah, there you go.
Chicago could support more in general. The independent artist scene, because they don't, so they can do a lot more with that. But as an artist, we got to get more creative as far as putting together shows. And if you look at it, a lot of times stepping outside of a venue and doing it in a place that you wouldn't necessarily do something that actually brings in more attention, that's number one thing. Step outside of the venues and just start getting more creative, because It's a lot.
Oh man,
it's a lot, and they're getting really, it's getting really crazy with the booking and stuff now. So
right. Do you feel like Chicago is oversaturated
with artists?
Yeah.
I don't think it's no more than any other city. I do know that we're at the DIY era in the world where everyone can figure out how to do something. So because everyone can figure out how to do it, everybody wants to do it. But I don't think it's no more than most places. No. No.
All right. Well, yeah, because I know we've had some conversations about different talents and like the challenges. What about the venues? I mean, have you seen like going outside the box? Is that something by choice or by force? Or
it's definitely a combination of the two. Yeah. It's because, like I said, the venues are being a lot. It is. I don't want to say. Yeah, it's getting difficult trying to book shows with the venues. It's very, very difficult, and it didn't help when they added that tax. That really messed everything up for artists when they added that entertainment tax. So that was one of the biggest issues that did it. But it's expensive. So how I see it is, because Chicago is an expensive, the taxes are high, as expensive a city in general to to exist in. So the venues, that's why they do the things they do the way they do it. It sucks for us, but they're looking out for themselves because the taxes are high, the liquor taxes are high, the taxes for the space. If the police gets called out, they get taxed for that. Like, it's a lot of things that go into it, and so in their head, it doesn't make as much sense, because though we bring in numbers, what I've noticed from a live show standpoint, we can bring in numbers. It's a matter of sending people to go to the bar. Yeah. So when your crowd isn't going to the bar, then the venue is like, no, I want you here. It doesn't matter that you have 5,000 people here. None of them drunk. So that's the problem. So for the artists, if you know that you have a crowd that doesn't necessarily drink or they prefer BYOB, that's more, we talking about getting more creative. Like, find another space and make them, and fine. Y'all can come in and bring your own bottles and whatever. And then now the proceeds go straight to me and not have to split it amongst the venue.
You just gave away some game.
So,
I hope that the right ones is listening and absorbing.
Yeah, so you got to get creative now. It's a mess.
All right. So then musically, how do you feel about the scene? Like, just on the music side, like, you put out a project here. How did that do? Like, what was the response to your project?
It did. The crazy part is the project did way better overseas than it did here. I don't even know how they found it, but yeah, it's doing really great overseas, in particular in the UK.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I know they have a huge appreciation for soul music out there though too.
That's the word.
So yeah, so I'm really happy about that.
In the UK, you had a top hit, right?
Yeah, they in particular it's the song with Sam Trump. What do you think is the one in particular that they like the most? But yeah.
That's a combo there. You and Sam Trump. Let's get past that announcement. Okay, that was.
Yeah, it was on the chart, on the radio.
Yeah, it was on their charts. Yeah,
that's what's up. I think people should know that. So don't be shy to tell that story. And any plans to travel over there to the UK to back up that performance?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yes, that's what I'm working on right now. Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. So tomorrow night we're gonna see you at Emporium. And what else you got going on? Anything else we need to know about this?
Emporium Arcade Bar tomorrow at 7 p.m. And then also April 19th we'll be doing Soulful Sundays at Reggie's, the Sessions with Tandaleria Band. I'm bringing some of the guest artists from the series. They're gonna be with us too.
D2G on the lineup or no?
See, I've never heard D2G sing, like, ever.
Ah, okay. See, so that's on
like
you.
Ever.
That's
I know that he's a dope rapper.
That's on you, brother.
Never heard him sing.
That's on you, brother.
All right, man. If y'all want it, I guess I could. Okay. No, I'm not doing it now. I'm just saying for if that time ever comes and I
tried to set it up.
Oh, don't worry. It's gonna come, bro.
That's funny.
I have faith.
That's funny.
And one more time, if we want to find you and connect with you personally.
Sessions with Tandaleria, everything. The website is sessionswithtan.com, but everything else is Sessions with Tandaleria.
All right. Well, Tan.
We gonna check you out in Emporium.
Thank y'all.
Thank you for coming through.
Harold's Uncle Remus.
Definitely Uncle Remus. I'm from the West Side.
All right, we're going to edit that out.
Just had to. It was going so smooth.
Right, yeah. We're going to take this break now so I can edit that out. And then
once again, y'all tuning in to Urban Crime Radio. Stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
This is Tandaleria, and you're listening to Urban Grind Radio.